trolling message boards and government page shells.
Welcome back. Just talking about Phil again. He recently, in his pre-stream podcast nonsense, he
went nuts.
He kind of went nuts. And this guy linked the video to me, and I started watching it. I was just like, he's saying all this stuff, blah blah blah. What about this? He's like, oh, I ain't even watched it yet. Yeah. And it got to a point where I was just like, no, we gotta do this. We can't even just let it sit there and just talk about it. Because too often we'll post field clips to each other and we'll talk about them either through text or one of us come to the room and we'll just talk for a couple minutes and then, whatever. But this one was just like, no, we gotta do it for a video. It's that bad. So yeah,
hour and a half.
Yeah. Technically, the shield part is only about 54 minutes or so, 55 minutes. Then he goes in to talk about Wal-Mart and some other stuff. Yeah, oh, dude, he went nuts. He went nuts.
I mean, still an hour and a half of him talking and enough that Hate Army was just like, let's put it in a video. You wouldn't put his schedule in a video. This is hardcore bush he's spitting.
Yeah, so this clip is by Hate Army Watch. I saw the Aquatil one. That one was 52 minutes. I decided to just go for the longer one. So, let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
Pause. I hate when he beats his chest like a baby to burp. I hate it. So, who does that?
Why does Phil always do, like, one thing every 7 months that you hate unbelievably?
Because he's directly targeting me. But it's just so bad.
Yeah, so like,
who has
when did he
burp just stuck in their esophagus like that
so frequently?
Yes.
And Phil has gone for a literal decade. Just, but now all of a sudden he's got to beat his chest. Come on.
I hate it so much.
Excuse me. I felt that one coming and I wanted to get it out of my chest. Sorry about that disgustingness.
Nobody does that. It just pisses me off so much. I know it's irrational, but why? Because what does it do? It doesn't.
It informs people of the burp coming. How does Phil not have? I know he hasn't set up a Steam Deck or anything.
Just a quick little mute.
Yeah, button. But how does he not have a hotkey for a mute? Because he never mutes his mic. Because when he walks away, it's just like you can hear from downstairs him and Cat talking. What are you doing?
It's so easy to do that, but no, he's lazy. He's a piece of.
We have buttons. We have a button on the mic itself to mute. We constantly hit a mute button. This dude. No, dude, nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody.
Obviously, guys, at this point, with only 3 days left in the month.
Another thing, the pointing. Why? There's 4 things. Could you just go back before the pointing? Because I can't look up at that. Thank you. There's 4 things.
It was a perfect image, dude. That could be a thumbnail, I swear.
But it says members goal. Mm-hmm. Why are you pointing to it like moms can't see it?
I swear. Phil thinks he's talking to either mentally deficient people or literal children. I mean,
it's like kindergarten Blue's Clues boys.
Where it's just like the members goal point. He needs a giant arrow to the as you can see, guys, up here in the left hand corner. In case you don't know what left is.
It's just so many things that he does that just piss me off.
Understandable.
And that's just enough. It's comboing directly into it.
3 days left in the month of December. Unless a serious miracle happens, like someone flooding the channel with people to come become members, it ain't gonna happen. We're not hitting the monthly goal for December. There's nothing we can really do about that. I did my absolute best to entertain you guys this month, and let me tell you, views this month were actually up. Okay?
Pause.
So,
What did he do that was his absolute best to entertain his viewers?
There was a lot more clown mode. There's been some frequency. There's been a notable uptick in clown mode.
But he berates people for clown mode.
Bruh, he berates people for clown mode as he wears a hat that lights up and says "Get Lit" with a platinum vest and some fake stunner shades.
Did you see his new hat?
Why would I? Don't bring up the
I
hat.
have to.
Why do we need to look at this new hat?
You know what it is.
It's just gonna get outvoted by the Nazi hat.
Because I don't know why Phil doesn't just take that directly out of the rotation.
Because he thinks it's M. Bison, so he wants to
He
do
also
it for...
thinks it's a pilot hat. You can't be both. He's a piece of
Why wouldn't he get a hat? No way.
This man is almost 40 wearing this Pikachu hat. This man.
And I have no problem with almost 40.
Yeah,
I don't
no
have
problem.
a problem with some 60-year-old wearing a Pikachu.
No,
I don't,
I have
that's
a
not
problem
the
with Phil.
I have a problem with Phil when he's so against all these acting up for the cameras as he has this slight smile with these things.
With the glasses on.
These glasses piss me off for some reason.
The glasses?
You know why? Because he needs glasses. So every time I see it, I'm just like, oh, he's finally put on his glasses. No.
Nope. Somebody
How many
cashed him
times
out.
have we seen him having to read some text from some book in Skyrim or some, and he's just leaning forward, squinting his eyes, because you cannot see Phil. Put on your actual glasses.
Nah, that's old people stuff. He's still...
You are old.
No, he's still young. You remember when he was talking about him and Leanna? He was talking about we're both young. He was like 34 at the time.
He is Phil.
Yeah, this is...
attendance and viewership was up. Engagement was up. I did my job. I don't know what else to do to make you become a member at this.
He pointed again. I did my job, so why aren't you doing your job of just giving me money?
Just give me money this way, but also the tips way as well. Just give me money both ways.
You know, if you weren't so... If he lowered his tips goal by 50, so 33, 33, then 100. 30, 25, 50, 100. Just double it every time. Maybe people would have the money to be a member. But then again, the people giving the money are the people that's already members.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
It's just new people. You're not getting new people. And until the gifted comes, that's gonna be that's basically his ceiling around the sub 350s.
And you're not fostering anything to get new people. Because
You're not offering anything. They get a
Emotes.
couple emotes, but and Ask the King, and I think you got to vote for some kind of food on Feasting with the King, the name that I hate.
And a series I hate. I hate his pained look when he chews food. Like, it's the most arduous task thing ever. Like, every time every bite he takes, he's expecting like shards of glass in it.
So you gotta chew very carefully.
Just like, is this the one? Oh no, that was a delicious and robust bite.
But this next one, though, I know it.
So flavorful. All right, thanks, reviewer.
Don't forget about saying robust 15 times in
Dude.
a row.
Robust and flavorful are his go-to things. If he took those out of his lexicon, what words would he be having? Oh, guys. Oh, this is woo. This is so robust.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Point. I guess it's gonna have to rely on what games I'm playing. And that's the sad fact is if there's more new games coming out in a period of time.
The games are not the issue, Phil.
Yeah, no.
Because it's so funny that he went on this rant about how it's Christmas time, but people are still going to see Spider-Man. So, and these other
Oh my goodness.
and these other content creators, are they having problems getting money? Okay, are these other content creators only playing the newest games, or are they playing older games that have fallen out of favor like a Fall Guys that isn't as hype but people still enjoy? Things like that. Things with their friends, Warzone, Call of Duty, all this extra What is their problem? What's the issue they're having? None. It's not the game's Phil. It's you.
He doesn't realize that it's simply him. He's just like, well, new games need to come out, and then people will come, and then they'll be like, hey, let me just give Phil money.
If every stream, he had a new game, and he was able to
hype game,
and
GTA
he was able to complete that game in that stream, it still wouldn't be enough.
Nope.
Because the problem is not the game, Phil.
You have a limited number of fans.
And you have a limited number of jokes, ways to create your comedy, those types of things. You are a reactionary content creator in that you see what's happening on the screen and you make a joke about that. And when it's something like a GTA where you're just shooting, where it's something like a Halo where all you can do is just run around and shoot people, there's not a narrative going on in the multiplayer, you've got nothing.
He's got to lean harder on the audience, and that's where the clips of him going, nobody's talking to me in chat. They're all talking about the WNBA or whatever. I don't know nothing about that.
Kanye West, why are you talking about him? Talk about the game. Your audience can talk about whatever they want, and you need to foster that type of talk. So it seems like, imagine it was a group of people, and all around, everybody was talking about Kanye West, and you said, why are you talking about Kanye? There's food in front of us. You're stopping the conversation to focus on the thing you want to focus on instead of being included. And if you have nothing to say about it, let them talk or try to steer it in a different way. Oh, speaking of Kanye, did you hear what this rapper said or this artist said?
Or ask questions to learn more about Kanye.
Hey, what are you guys talking about with Kanye? Oh, I didn't even hear about that. That sounds dumb.
And then you're in the conversation.
Make your audience feel inclusive to your stream and not in the way where they're just people giving you money to ask a question. What a sack of garbage, dude.
No, he needs new games. And once the new games come, the money comes. That's what's in Phil's mind.
More people will become members. Last month.
Oh my God. Stop
3
pointing.
times. He must think it's literal children. I don't see any other option. It says members with a number.
With a goal. The left number is what you're at. The right number is what you want.
And the stream chat was added by Hate Army. So that's not on the screen. So it's just Phil and these numbers.
And Phil is so afraid to add the chat himself in case there's some detractor meme that pokes through. Because even if you delete it, it stays on the screen.
None of that.
None of that.
There were tons of new games. We hit the membership goal. This month,
4.
literal.
What was the membership goal during that time? 300 maybe, I think.
Probably.
Up from what? 250 maybe?
Or 265, something like that.
So it's a 35 to 50 increase, and then it's a 65 increase. It's harder to hit that, Phil.
Yeah. You're not just gonna. Because if you hit the 365, then next month you're gonna be like, all right, 425, and you think it's just gonna go up and up and up. You have such a limited number of fans, and then you have to be like, now I have a limited number of fans. Now it's a limited number of fans that are willing to give me money consistently, month after month, on time. Because you just berate people when you just go, why don't y'all have auto renew? What's the problem?
And what is the minimum that you could subscribe to Phil?
I think it's just $3.99. It's either $3.99 or $2.99.
You should lower that. If it's so much about the goal as opposed to
No, it's about both. It's about the goal and
okay, lower the overall goal and increase the minimum amount.
It's $3.99.
$4 off rip. Yep. We're talking about a single dollar for our first.
And he touts so much that it's even cheaper than it was on Twitch. It's cheaper by $1, Phil.
Unbelievable.
And then his other two goal levels have nothing attached to them.
Why not? Why not? And he's again so much fear out of him. Why not the higher levels? Play games with Phil. How about this? Second level, there's a once a month dedicated stream to those members. So it's Halo or it's some older game like a Fortnite or whatever.
Something to play with fans.
The highest level, when a new game comes out, instantly you are on the first streams for those. For multiplayer games. So when the Call of Duties come out, when the Halos come out, when those types of multiplayer fighting games, there's an instant lobby you're a part of. When those types of games come out, you are on the very first multiplayer stream for that.
And then if somebody gives that $20 for the Ultra Supporter, and then they just come in and just go, gout, this is how you don't play, just bans them, you're like, all right, I got your $20.
What an idiot. Well, thanks for the subscribing.
And then you move on. Unless they come on stream and just start yelling your social security number, that'd be a problem. But, don't let them on voice chat. And if you do... You got your Phil got his known people, your Jack Raxers, the people, Derek's, the people that come in all the time. You let them on voice chat, but just some rando that just comes in, you never seen them in chat. They're on the $20 level and they're just like right before the day that the stream is supposed to happen, they go to the $20 level. You like, maybe you get a little suspicious of that. But if it's somebody known, you do the voice chat, that's fine. If not, hey, just whatever, we're playing Street Fighter, you can play against me. No voice chat, but you can play against me for a while.
If Phil had...
It's something other than absolutely nothing.
If Phil had not the thinnest of skins, he would make that highest tier $30, $40, $50 and do I will answer any question Action
anything.
King.
Not anything.
No, I will answer it. Not even if it's just what size is your penis? Bigger than you think.
I'll answer it, but it won't be the most truthful answer.
It won't be an answer. Yeah.
If I don't want to answer it, I will do a joke. But of anything else,
there you go. I will at least read your question out loud. If he had, because a bunch of troll tipping people would do that. You get $10, $30 people. That's $300 a month just so they could go. Hey Phil, how's the gout? What size bra did Panda Lee wear?
Nah. Nothing for $20.
No, he's got nothing higher. So you just want, if all it is the number, do $10, $3, and $5 people. That way you can get the higher number, you can get the $5 people. Because how many people are doing that $20 boy?
Can't be too many.
It cannot be too many.
This man's still rocking Patreon. Mom's still getting $350 from Patreon.
Just people that forgot.
Patrons who donate $5 a month will receive an exclusive forum title and
you're thinking about getting rid of the forums.
It's worthless. Look at this. Look at this in 2008 forums, bush. Is there forums? Feel Discord. No, Discord. Okay, let me see. There is one member online right now. My goodness.
It's a bunch of people that have rolled up. Like I support like 7 creators on Patreon. It's $25 every month. They're just thinking of that's the $25 for Patreon, not the $5 I give to Phil.
It's just money gone.
It's just the $25 I support from people for Patreon.
Patrons who donate $10 or more a month will not only get all the perks above this level, but will also receive a verbal thank you shout out during ongoing vlog series, including Ask the King, Hate Live, which is defunct, and possibly more. What do you mean by that? As well as once a month on live stream. This is recurring, and as long as you spend $10. So you gotta spend $10 for every other month for him to say your name on Ask the King. Or you can give him $1.30 and have him read your dumb question. Who would do that? $20 a month will receive priority access for Ask the King. This means that every month when I produce Ask the King, there will be a special segment for $20 and above. And above donators, there's nothing more than $20. You can just give me $50. You're still getting $20.
Yeah, that's just on your. That's
on you.
You know, if you want to do that,
they will have a priority section to submit questions on thekingofhate.com, and I will answer the questions posted here. There will be guidelines, blah blah blah, politics, religions. He also started doing members get questions answered.
So why is he even still?
So for $4,
that's
$350 a month free.
And you know what?
Doing basically nothing.
And he's so scared to shut it down because he knows those people aren't coming over to the YouTube.
It's just a recurring. These people probably got like 6-7 people that they're doing Patreon for. $50 a month. Hey, that's just $50 gone. They're not thinking about the $5-10 that's going to Phil. They're just going, all right, as they're budgeting, they're like, all right, $50 for
this.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I was looking at that. Well, I expanded on it more.
No
but
new
yeah,
games?
That's crazy that he just goes, I got nothing for the members, so let me just do the Hate Live thing that I was doing over there for $20. Do it over here for $4.
No new games, no new members.
He put it again.
I don't know what else to do about that. Okay? I really don't. I love your opinions. I love your input. But outside of, do members only content, like for example, do members only streams of Halo Infinite. Okay, great. I could do that, but then everyone else is kind of asked out and can't participate.
Nobody's participating now. So how about a select few get to participate? There is zero participation now. They're asked out either way. At least now, some people are less asked out.
Or
Phil?
do 2 a week. One exclusively for members, and then one for everybody else. And it's just like, it's a scramble. Maybe you will get in, maybe you won't. But if you become a member, you will definitely get in. I will definitely play with each and every one of y'all eventually.
Hey, how about this?
For the members, but no guarantee for y'all bums.
If your forums weren't so dead, you can go, hey, this week's blank stream. Sign up here, I'll assign a number. First post, 1, 2, 3. All right. Live on stream, here's the selection of numbers, blah, 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 blah. All right, you're in this session. Are you here? No? All right, moving on to the next person. And then that way, you can even get people to sign up for your forum if they want to participate in games with you. What's
the problem?
This is off the top of my head. Doing.
And he's just like, no, I can't do it. It's
he's
impossible.
not even doing minimum work. He's doing less than bare minimum work and what's infinite growth.
Yep.
Organic growth.
I don't know what to do, you guys, to grow this number. Point. If you guys got suggestions, play games with members. No, I can't do it. Sorry.
Because then other people feel left out. All right? Then they would become a member.
It's for exclusive
It's an
perks.
incentive.
If you want to play with me in this game, become a member. Otherwise, ain't nothing I can do.
Phil, can't non-members? Yeah, once in a while I'll do a non-member stream. But if you want to play with me now, I'm only doing it for members.
Members every week, non-members every other week.
Once a month, non-members.
I do it, and I'm thinking of doing it in January, but
You're thinking of doing it? It should have been done.
Why is this in Ubisoft announcement of a patch coming out, rolling out in January? Do it now.
He's road mapping his memberships.
Just
and not
do
even
it.
road mapping. It's not like he laid out, hey, on January I'm gonna start doing this. March I'm gonna start doing this. It's just like
I'm
thinking
about it in January. I don't know.
Is that really a reason to become?
He's pointing so much. He's pointing so much. It's so delicious.
This dude. How? What?
How could he not?
These are his on-screen idiosyncrasies.
Oh yeah.
What is the what is Kat dealing with day to day?
Nothing. She don't see that man for more than 35 minutes.
What was Panda Lee dealing with day to day?
Nah, that's the thing. Because she wanted to be under that boy all the time, just talking and hanging out. Kat don't give a... They are glorified roommates.
Oh, man.
We interact more than this wife and husband.
Damn. This is mail order bride, where she is just out of there.
30-Day Fiance, where it's just like, all right, now we're married, but to make it not seem like a sham, we still gotta live together for like 6 months. Otherwise, they're gonna take my card away.
Paperwork, visa wedding.
Visa wedding.
Really a reason to become a member just to play one multiplayer session? You know what I'm saying? With all the benefits you get.
It's more than nothing.
It's more than
it's
zero.
something. It's one person might want to do that. 2 people, 3 people. But that's more incentive. You're doing nothing and being like, why aren't y'all becoming members? You get a couple
I'm just playing games as always. Why aren't you doing more?
Because we're not getting anything. What do you want? To play games with you? Nah, is that an incentive? We just said it was.
We don't give a about members, but we're like, hey, maybe we'll do live revisitors that only members can participate in while we're doing it. That type of... You are doing literally nothing. Like, if you didn't have access to members, you would be doing the exact same as you do with access to members.
That very small benefit of being...
It's so sad that I don't even feel the snorts anymore.
Yeah, it just passes over me. That is nothing. The snorts, it used to be a big thing, but it just washes over.
It is what it is with
It
Phil.
is what it is at this point. My goodness, his beard is gray.
Yeah, he didn't.
My goodness.
And it's not covering up that double chin.
or that big patch.
Like, once ever. I don't think that that's like motivation to support the channel. It should be like, oh, I really like overall the content of the channel. Let me support it by becoming a member.
Point it again. Overall, I like it. So I give you tips and I give you my time. That's how I support. Mm-hmm. I like and comment. That's how I support. See, here's part of Phil's problem. Phil wants people to support him because they like him. Not because of the things he can give them. Mm-hmm. Which is a absolute idiotic way to look at it.
Because you're getting essentially nothing but a shout out when you give a tip.
And your question answered if you got a question.
Yeah. But with members, at least you get emotes and stuff. That's an incentive, but you're always in the beginning of the stream just going tips. Tip me right now because I get that right now.
Everything helps, but the best way to support is tips. All right, I'll tip. Why aren't you becoming a member?
We're members. Point.
That should be the motivation. Now, I get something personal out of it one moment.
Wow. So yeah, the motivation should be I like Phil and I want to support Phil.
That's what it should be. So just let me sign up for this reoccurring payment instead of just one-time $10 payment that I'll give every now and again. No,
Phil,
he wants that.
Do you like the company of Disney? So why aren't you a Disney Plus subscriber and not watching anything of the Disney Plus show?
You should just be giving them money and not even needing to watch it just because they're such a good company.
Just because you enjoy the company and want to support it.
Walk up into McDonald's and just throw $10 at them and then just leave. You don't need the food. This isn't how it works, Phil. Yes, there are people that will support you. just because they like you. There are also people that will support you to get something out of it. You can't just be like, y'all should
They need that final push to lay down $4 for you.
Because some people are cheap. Some people ain't got it.
They can't justify giving $4 to you a month just for an emote when they're never in stream chat anyway. They watch VOD. What does a VOD supporter of Phil get with emotes?
That's why he's angling for where's my super thanks.
Yeah, because he wants that.
He wants that. He wants that I don't even have to do anything and then just comments. You can just give me money and comments will be highlighted. I don't even have to do anything at that point.
You know? But anyway, it is what it is. There's nothing much that I can do about it. All right? I've done as much as I could this month.
There's so much more you could be doing about it.
So little. He's played games as he always has. And he's acting like he's just like, all right, no day off this week, 7 days straight, in 12-hour stream, no reason, not even like a Christmas marathon, just no reason. No, you're doing your same exact times, clock in, clock out, as always, and you're like, I've done all that I can. You literally have not. Just put on the hat. Just put on the glasses. Yeah. You can get the vest or the Christmas sweater. I'm doing all I can, y'all.
Obviously, the goal of doing a retrospective marathon event was not appealing to you, or else you would have become a member if you're not.
Okay, so you were trying to incentivize them to get something out of being a member as opposed to just supporting you. But now it's an issue when they want to play games with you.
He offers goals for hitting the memberships as an incentive to get the number higher, but then what? That doesn't make any sense.
It does, because he's afraid.
Don't berate your audience for wanting something and he be like, I guess y'all ain't want it hard enough.
Y'all didn't want this thing hard enough. Well, no, we want that thing. See, why do y'all even want that thing?
Why do y'all want anything?
Why do y'all want anything?
Just support me.
This dude is unbelievable.
This dude is... How would you feel if you're a member and you're just like, I can only be a member once, Phil? I'm doing what I can. Who are you? You're talking to the people that aren't a member. And then guess what? They're not a member for a reason. Do what you do.
There's somebody with a gold crown in chat.
Yep. Day one.
You know, what can I do? Nothing. So next month we'll go back to the drawing board and try some new stuff. Fair enough? Okay, good. All right, guys.
Pause.
I did
snort. Dumb whisper ASMR. All right, that I hate. I hate it so much.
All right, is that good enough, guys? Are we gonna? Is that okay?
Dude, it pisses me off. So, and I'm glad that he dropped something that used to piss me off, which is him going side-eye.
He really did that.
Yes, he did a lot, quite a lot.
I must have not been paying attention.
So much. But he does the snort, the ASMR voice, and then holds a nostril and then expels snot, all within the space of like 5 seconds.
I just want to get to what I want to get to. Remember, guys...
We're 30 minutes in, and we didn't even hit the purpose of this video as of yet.
Phil is amazing.
Why Hate Army should not have added that. That lengthened this needlessly. They might have been thinking, this is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know, it's dumb stuff that's not even really important, but people will get a kick out of it. That was 30 minutes.
As an independent content creator like I am, with no sponsorships, no partnerships, no associations with anyone, and certainly no one plugging my stuff, it's all about word of mouth. It's about you independently liking and leaving comments on the content, and crowdfund.
I hate how he just all of a sudden just adopted thumbs up, comment, and all that stuff. When for years he went, I turned off my comments and ain't happened. So who wins, trolls? Your boy. He
but
did
now
that
he
for
realizes
years.
that it's part of the algorithm if you get a bunch of comments and likes.
And his channel is Tombstone, just a casket, and he's like, why aren't I growing? So now he has to actively approve
DSP
each
gaming.
and every comment.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Like
I'm telling, it's the most Stalinism comment and chat I've ever seen. Everything's moderated. Everything. No dissenting opinion. No dissenting word.
Nothing.
People can't go, Phil, you completely missed this. What is wrong with you? In the comment section when he's talking, like when he was playing Deathloop and it's like, why can't I pick up this gun? This is stupid. People can't go, I cannot believe this guy missed picking up the gun for 7 minutes.
No,
what is he, dumb? That comment's not going to be shown.
Positive.
Yes, Phil, I also had problems with the gun. Thumbs up.
He's not even getting comments like that. Street Fighter.
No, he's definitely getting comments like that.
Oh, no, I'm saying he's not getting good comments, which is what he wants. This Street Fighter, he got one comment. Wow. That's the entire comment.
Because he had at least 7 comments, and 6 of them ain't make the cut.
That boy go. Where's
Phil, you got outplayed here. No, I didn't. That comment shall never be seen.
Oh my goodness. And now it's all just
kissing his butt.
Part 1 of Resident Evil has 27 comments, and it's all just ball sucking. How can you're not allowing any kind of criticism or negativity or nothing in the comments?
Our comments are consistently, y'all suck, y'all stink, you're an idiot. Why did you pause so much?
A word? Let's go back and forth.
Let's talk about it.
No response.
No response. How much would people back off if Phil just went back and forth with actual good? But that's the problem. He's such a liar.
Yeah.
And he's such, because people would point out, Phil, you did say that thing. Here's a timestamp, and he would ignore it or block him.
Yeah. You can't be having that. So you just need 27 comments of just, hey, Merry Christmas, Phil. That's productive.
Check mark. Yes, right, that is approved.
Could you please not snort directly into the mic? Nope, I will not be adding that to my video. Denied.
Hey, Phil, why don't you have a mute button for when you snort? X.
Things such as becoming a channel member, doing a super chat or a super sticker on the stream, or leaving a tip. All of those things help. Tip rewards that we have set is if we raise $50 in tips, I put on a pair of Gunner glasses.
Hey, you know what happens if we got $50 in super chats and tips? We would have more emotes from debt, because that's all this is going to.
Directly to him. Directly.
It's just, y'all are just, when y'all watch a video for us and we see them $12 we got, that is going to debt. To draw more for us.
Crazy. Y'all just fueling debt.
Y'all just paying the artists. Not even us.
If we raise $100 in tips, you guys get to vote on a hat for me to wear on today's stream. And if we raise $150 in tips, I'll put on a vest for you. All right?
Here's a question. Why wouldn't he, on his Twitter or whatever, go, all right, first stream is this game. What hat would we wear if we hit the tips goal? Because why would he go through the chat with these 7 chatters going, we want to see cowboy hat? When he could do his 14,000 engagement Twitter.
I think he said 40.
Cool. It's out of the way now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what I want to talk about. All right? So,
look at that hair. Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting worse by the second. It's getting worse by the second.
Ooh, you need one of them wide combs. Just like, ooh, don't pull my hair at all. I need every strand.
And like I said, his haircut he had before, he had it like shaved at the sides and not on the top. It made it look like he wasn't losing his hair. It like naturally faded into those cut up sides. That's what he needs to. He needs to just buzz cut it. He needs to go back to Buzzcut, Phil. But he wants to think he's still some 28-year-old virile young man. It's okay to be losing your hair when you're hitting your 40s. It's okay to get gray. You're not done, Phil.
There's
nothing to hang.
Natural.
He thinks he still needs to hang on to something. You don't need to hang on to anything. Let the hair go. Go, yes, I'm old. I'm in 40. Let's play some games.
What? Y'all not here to look at my hair?
It has come to my attention, in the last few years in particular, all right, that when it comes to the subject of content creation, and when it comes to people who become popular as content creators of various types, because there's a lot of different content creation out there. There's people who just do like serious playthroughs of video games. There's people who do more casual.
Why is he explaining the various number of content creators?
7-year-olds.
And then he goes, there are people who do hardcore games. There are people who do casual games. What about the people that just do movie reviews? What about the people that do skits? Why is it just, there are various types of content creators. There's games, there's video games, there's mobile, no, we don't talk about mobile games.
There's tabletop games. What would happen one day? Because here's the thing. Piece of Peace mentioned this. Right after those bank documents leaked, Phil was so much less. Please tip me, please subscribe, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Because he was so exposed that he couldn't cry poor anymore. But the people just did not give a and still gave him the money. So he went right back to his begging ways. What would realistically happen if Phil one day just was like, super special stream, come check it out for this first time ever, I'm showing you a video game I played for years, did an emulator, did his in Champions, and just showed himself playing Champions for 2 hours. What would realistically happen?
The people would see his overwhelming rank in the cars and stuff that he has, and they'd be like, Phil, what'd it do? Okay. And you have to explain
People saw the bank documents.
People would have to search those things out.
Phil could say, I play on my downtime, and I just want to bring it to y'all. Here's what I do to get these types of characters.
But then in the comments, people would be like, hey, that character is...
What comments?
People in the stream chat.
Blocked? Banned?
There would be a couple people that would get through going, hey, yo. That would take at least like either 24 hours of straight grinding or a little bit of cash to get up there.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, no matter what, that would not be a good idea because the questions would come.
No, my question is, what would it hurt?
What would it help?
People that are interested in Champions content.
No, what he could do is make a dummy account
that
right
is not
now.
Gonna happen.
And then grind that up and be like, hey, you guys, here it is.
It can't do that. Is that going to disprove the detractors? Is that
no.
Or just for the people?
No, that's going to be for the people who already are indoctrinated.
If they're already indoctrinated, literally seeing these Hulk Hogan JPEGs is not going to make them go, wait a tick.
Once the questions start flowing,
the questions will never flow from certain people.
From certain people, no, but
only Iced Coffee was on in Kiwi Farms. He saw the bank documents. He ain't give a
Could have been photoshopped, all of it.
Oh, those robot voices?
Sure.
Content. They're more interactive streamers, and they talk with their audience. They're not really worried about making a full playthrough of any particular game, right?
Who are you talking about? What are you talking about, Phil?
You can't do both. You can't play through a full game and interact with your audience.
Yeah. I
don't know what he's talking about.
And he doesn't know what he's talking about because he don't watch anybody. He's going purely by word of mouth on his secret Discord, and his dumb fans were just going, you're the realest mother on the internet, Phil. Nobody does content like you. Nobody interacts like you. Nobody plays full game plays and on-demand video games on YouTube.
I am so tired of you're watching it live or on demand on YouTube.
Is so stupid. And I hate when he'll be like, I was talking to fans. I got a tweet yesterday saying, hey, Phil, thanks for putting your videos on demand on YouTube. I'm like, Phil, nobody talks like that. Nobody on this planet.
Unless
this
they're
is just
so indoctrinated.
No, this is Phil just putting words in people's mouth, just like when he was talking to that and got interviewed by that dude. And he was just like, he said that a bunch of kids, and he said the word kids because he could tell kids came to his Twitter and was harassing him. He was like, what the fuck's up with these kids? And he was like, I don't know, you man, I'm just chill. And then he was just like, that's not what happened. And he put out the audio, and Phil just had to be like, all right, he ain't say exactly that, but the spirit was there.
Hey, if you want to know about the spirit, we'll wait till this video. If we ever get to it, Jesus.
There's people who have, basically, they don't do full gameplay or raw gameplay of anything. They just do topical pieces. Maybe they'll do a video talking about a certain subject, or, you know what I mean? Like, I think they call them, like, editorials, stuff like that. And let's be honest, there's people out there that make some pretty questionable content, drama, you know, all kinds of shit.
Phil, you make that.
Phil, you made that for quite some time. The Tobuscus thing?
Even this one talking about shills is drama because you're calling out shills. Even this one where it was just like, I'm not going to name names. You're still talking about people.
The Keemstar stuff, the Dr. Disrespect. You're not directly addressing the drama.
PewDiePie constantly.
Puss. You're not directly doing it, but you're still doing it, Phil.
Just to basically stir up attention for themselves and try to basically prey off of the human.
You did that, Phil. You went, pro Jared, my tweet went on Fuego. Time to debunk. Time to capitalize on this.
Time to do another tweet. Time to reference it again. Time to do a pre-stream about it.
You still talk about that Burger King and sandwich. It's still a macro, a scene on your desktop for your OBS. You went, we had Chinese food, which was markedly better than that Filipino food.
People like drama, and people like negativity, and people like toxicity, and sadly YouTube stirs that pot with the way its algorithm.
He's driving. This is the driving motion. Who stirs
Drop
the
it
pot
like it's hot. Drop it
vertically. What kind of spoon does he have attached to his elbow?
The better question is, what type of pot is magically pointing towards your face in that degree that you're stirring and not spilling its content? What type of gravity-defying pot?
This man.
YouTube stirs that pot with the way its algorithm works.
Dude, what is he doing? Like a window washer.
Dude, what is this?
Right. So over the years, I've seen many people make content.
Oh, wait, hold on. It looks like somebody's comment just got deleted out of the chat.
Content on YouTube, on Twitch.
That boy went
and I've seen many people come and become very
drama segment from the non-drama streamer.
Oh, you're gone.
very, very popular and prominent. And then I've seen some people go. What I mean by that is people who basically, for whatever reason, decide they're giving it up. All right? And there could be...
He's talking about Lindsay Ellis.
Yes.
She recently decided to walk away because of, I don't know exactly what the reason was. Was it because of harassment?
More than likely, but I know she had said some stuff like a year ago where she deleted her Twitter account afterwards. So it might have been just some old stuff stirring up.
Fallout
from that. I'm just done.
It's just like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. People knew who he was talking about without saying
Oh, absolutely.
But he's so...
I hate this cowardice. Name names if you're going to talk about it.
Or don't talk about it.
Or don't.
Many different reasons why a content creator can decide to throw in the mantle. Oh, I give up. Throw in the towel. I'm giving up the mantle. Taking it off. I'm hanging it up. All right? I'm done. Go. I'm getting out of here.
Oh,
All right. And I feel that there.
Pause. Was Phil a mime in his past life? A very poor mime.
He is doing a lot of pantomiming for the children.
Throw in the towel. Hang up the mantle. Takes off of an invisible fictitious hat.
And hangs it up. He didn't just take it off. He hung up the hat too.
Point. Stirring the car slash
window wiping.
Are some legit reasons why someone could do that.
As opposed to fake reasons? Oh, wait, he does name them. I forgot.
There's a lot of reasons why people do it and are pretty bullshit.
His hair is so greasy. Look at that. There's a giant, like, clearer spot you can see in the middle of it.
I was wondering if that was grease or was that just a big gray spot?
No, it's not, because when he leaned down, he didn't have it. It's the light reflecting off of it because his hair is so greasy because he doesn't wash his hair.
No, he said he's Italian, so he's naturally got this oil,
he's
this
like
sheen
a fifth
on him.
Italian. He's like
the way
Dutch
that
and
you
Polish.
tell it, the way that he tells it, might as well be 300% Italian.
He might as well just go around with his fingers together. Pasta fagioli.
Quite interesting to me when you see stuff like that happen, because in a lot of cases, the people who are like that, who basically have to, kind of give up, can be very, very different reasons.
Pause.
Okay.
Yes, there are billions of people on this planet, Phil. And there are
millions of
content creators on YouTube. Of course there are going to be different reasons. Why does this need to be said, Phil? This talking the kindergarten mentality is murdering me. Is it the talking to kindergartens, or is he just like, I'm lengthening this artificially just to lengthen the pre-stream to get more money?
Hey, he definitely said some things he said like 4 or 5 times again, or like right after each other. Oh, we got another hate comment. Oh, it's no longer available.
I hate when that happens. Man, this video was trash. You didn't bother to
watch the video.
Oh, great. One of them.
It's literally a video being watched.
Point by point. What do you want? Stop deleting.
Nope, got it.
Okay.
Oh, it's the dude! It's the dude!
Is it Octopus Man?
Yes!
What?
Yes! The octopus!
Oh!
He said you called me lazy!
Octopus Man! Get in there!
Oh, approved. You can comment now.
You didn't even bother watching a video once before starting your recording? No, of course not! It's on the spot reactions. Why do we need to watch it once before we start the video? For what purpose? Nor have you written any... Oh, Octopus Man, don't do this! Or edited your video in half to call me lazy, projecting at your finest. Your arguments aren't even worthy of addressing because you didn't watch the video and you know you didn't. It's a waste of time. You took almost 3 hours to respond to a 20-minute video. Pathetic. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is a horrible comment. Octopus Man, no. Let me throw this in the Discord for...
No, don't do that. Don't hit the people up.
Oh, Octopus Man.
Hey, there's some people that watch us just for the field content. I understand you don't know what's going on, but this is very exciting stuff for us. Because this man is a bum.
Oh, boy. Octopus Man.
Oh, definitely hit up Mike and Ralph, too.
Absolutely.
I just recently, what was it, a week or 2 ago, I was talking about my history with Screw Attack, a group of gamers, I should say, and content creators from over a decade ago, who actually, to some degree, inspired me.
Some degree, Phil, you said they greatly influenced you. You said Angry Video Game Nerd, you said Nostalgia Critic, and you said Screw Attack. Just by being nice to you, they influenced you and made you want to create content.
Yep. You also said that Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic, because they were just normal people, low budget, they also inspired you
to be a content creator, because they were associated with the Angry Video Game Nerd. They were daily putting out gameplay videos, game reviews, gaming news videos, skits, and stuff like that. I hung out with them not only independently at MagFest way back when in like 2007, but then later on attended their own gaming convention in 2013 as an actual content creator on the internet and a special guest.
Who is a non-actual content creator?
I was going the direction of why is this important to anything that he's saying.
Phil is always big up in himself. He's always name dropping. He's always quote unquote humble bragging. He's always like, PewDiePie used to watch my stuff and comment on my stuff. And that's the humble brag. I influenced PewDiePie, the most popular YouTuber of all time.
And I was talking about how the guy who had basically founded...
Still talking about this same... What does it matter to what you're saying right now, Phil?
The whole thing, Stuttering Craig, over the years, had changed the business up many different times. Different aspects of the business had splintered and been sold. And I don't know the ins and outs of all of that. I don't. I haven't been involved with ScrewTac in a very long time. I don't actually know what happened. I hear all these different stories. Oh, the ScrewTac sold off Death Battles to make money, but then they became Game Attack, but then Game Attack split again, and then Stuttering Craig left Game Attack, and then for 2 years he did his own content, and then it didn't work out.
Oh, hey. Why are you saying all this stuff that's hearsay? What is it?
Yeah, he don't even know what happened.
Yeah, and you're just going, I heard these exact things about the history of the company from Stuttering Craig's.
Yeah, just the writer man going... Call him out for not finishing Comey if he's going to call you out.
Oh, that's what I was going to.
Dude.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can stop this recording soon.
Well, no. It doesn't need to be right now because I don't expect him to respond.
Ever.
Back. Yes.
And then basically, what I talked about the other days, I found out he had actually quit. He had actually retired. He
still has a podcast. He still does stuff outside of the gaming sphere.
He had a retirement stream where he says, I retire from making gameplay content. And it's crazy to me because this is a guy who had been around for, like, no exaggeration, 15 to 20 years making gameplay content for the internet. Back before it was all the rage, before it was a virally popular thing to do on YouTube or Twitch to make gameplay content, he was one of the innovators of making gameplay content. Okay,
so what does it matter? What does it matter that he was one of the innovators? Should we be bumping in hip hop, a hippie to the hip hop? You don't stop the rock because they were one of the first hip hop people. Should they be selling out in Madison Square Garden because they were one of the first?
Should we be sad when they go, we're not making music anymore?
No, that's not how this works, Phil.
Over the years, a lot of things had just changed. To the point where making legitimate gameplay content.
What is illegitimate gameplay content?
People who pretend to do speed runs, but it's not actually them. It's them.
It's gameplay content.
But if somebody goes, I did this speed run, and they just copy over somebody else's stuff, and they just show their hands doing stuff, I'd say that's illegitimate.
Is the content illegitimate? Yeah. I would say that. Yeah, sure.
But that's such a small example of illegitimate content.
It's such a niche that it's not even worth talking about.
Basically, didn't really fly anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the passion that you have for something sadly doesn't really translate into success on the internet anymore. At one point.
So you're saying that back in 2009, 2010, anybody who was passionate enough could have succeeded? Because you're going, the passion just isn't enough nowadays. Was everybody just like, hey, I'm going to succeed being passionate enough back then? Or was it always just luck and skill?
Okay.
Right place, right time.
Quote unquote viral popularity is always right place, right time. these people with 3 million, 4 million, right place, right time. Because there's a dozen, there's 100, there's 1,000 people making content similar to them in a similar style to them. But they just hit at the right time with the right video, the right algorithm, whatever it may be.
At any point in time, the funniest muff on the internet right now probably only has like 5 views. Then it's just like he's not hitting yet. Somebody hadn't found him.
And that's just the way
that's
it goes.
Just what it is. It's algorithm.
But you know what? If you got the passion, eventually you will grow. And success is a metric that is different for every person. Us having 1,000 subscribers is successful to us. We have nothing else we want to do. We could do members and emotes and now, and that's what else in there. We want 100,000 for what purpose? To do what with?
But if Will Smith's daughter starts a YouTube channel, that 1,000 wouldn't be successful for her.
No, it's different metrics for different people. Some people only want to hit affiliate ever. Just partner alone. 100 subscribers on Twitch is super successful to some people. To you, dropping the bucket, you was getting 800, 900. Gifted, but you were still getting them.
When it did, when YouTube originated, okay, it was all about you have a passion for something and you have a talent and you want that to come through, but you don't have a budget. You don't have people financing you. You don't.
You say that like 100% of the people didn't have a budget. That's not correct at all.
Oh, wait till you hear how he describes YouTube.
He always just puts everything. It's just this big bubble of everybody did this. Everything was this. No. You telling me some little rich kid didn't
have a green screen when they were like $700?
Yeah.
Of 1 million people working in a studio for you to put out high quality content.
I always hate him talking about these nebulous people who are always the big in the studio and all this.
Like
stuff.
they could walk into their studio, greet their 50 employees, just like what's on the docket for today. When it's not really just a basement studio or some rented studio downtown where it's just one room and you got 9 to 12 employees.
Now there are people who are the big people in Smosh and people like that got employees, editors and all that stuff. But again, it's such a small number of people. Out of every 1 million content creators, probably 100 that are at that level that they got people working for them at that
level. Because Tony Mark himself only had about 12 to 15 employees. If even that. I think it was closer to like 8 or 9. So just saying 50, they got 1 million employees in the studio and blah blah blah. This doesn't really say anything. Like, how many employees does Red Letter Media have?
I can't imagine it's more than what we see on camera. I know either Jay or Mike edits it.
And it even says it.
And you see them recording when they turn the camera on the people recording. They're recording it themselves.
Rich and Jay.
It's the people that you see on screen. So it's sub 10 people.
So I don't know who you're referring to outside of your PewDiePies and those types of people. Shoot, some ordinary gamers just turns on the camera and starts talking.
YouTube was a way to broadcast yourself to the world without any investment money and have people watch you and be able to discover you, okay? And to see whether you were entertaining or you had talent or whatever it might be, okay?
Why it still can't be done?
Yeah.
We have zero budget here. We do not advertise here. We've done it.
We're still putting ourselves out there and for entertainment and all that. He's just like, because he has that mindset of he was making filthy, dirty money. He's like,
filthy money.
Nobody else can do that nowadays without the big budgets or whatever.
I mean, I doubt someone can't hit 1 million subscribers now with almost no budget.
One of the funniest muffs on the internet is somebody called Internet Historian.
I know them.
And he's just one dude making videos. And they're insanely well put together videos, but he literally just shows like, here's how I edit, and it takes forever, and it's just me, and he's got over 1 mil. Moms know him.
How long until H Bomber Guy got actual editors and people behind the camera to help him film stuff? Because for a long time, it was just him, and some of his friends would do some voiceover clips every now and then. Mm-hmm. So, like, what are you talking about that if you have talent and passion, you can find some level of success. As long as you're still grinding. Because you can't expect to just, in 3 months, have 100K subscribers. Yeah. You still got to do some level of grinding. It could take years.
One of the biggest blow-up stories over the past couple years was a YouTuber by the name of JCS, the criminal psychology person. And all they do is write the script, have somebody record it who has a good voice, and just examine interviews when people get arrested. That's and it's,
those interviews are ridiculous. Some of the creepiest.
It's the most entertaining. Just seeing this mindset of people. You get some people who are just like, I'm just nuts. I have no empathy towards people. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, whatever.
There's some people to murder some people
that just try to lie their way out of it.
And the lie is so great because they'll slip up once and they'll just be like, okay, here's what actually happened. And then it's just another lie on that lie.
Oh, man.
No, that's not what happened. We got okay, you got me. It was this.
It's just seeing all the different ways of just when they're in that interrogation room, knowing that they did it. The month in interview knows that they did it. And it's just a game of just, I just need to get you to say that you did it. And the dude's just like, I just need to figure out how to get out of here. No lawyers, nothing. I'll just sit here and chill because I'm
always get a lawyer. Even
Always.
If you're the most innocent. Because people think, if I get a lawyer, it makes me look guilty.
No. You're gonna get trapped up. That's your problem. You listen to anybody else I recommended?
I've only done that chapter and
This is Monsters.
Yeah.
That chapter that's doing it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Some of the jokey stuff he does, I'm just like,
yeah.
But I enjoy a lot of his synopsising stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. What I do is, if I find somebody ever like, man, I'm really interested in this person, I'll search them out on YouTube and that'll lead to other people who have done that as well. Yeah. There's this, I don't know if you got to it, there's this one dude named, what's his name? Joel Guy Jr.?
Definitely haven't.
Oh, dude. Oh, my goodness. This dude is a monster.
And that was the whole premise of the
Perfect.
thing. YouTube, your television channel. YouTube. See? That's what it means.
Oh! What? YouTube. Your television channel. YouTube. You see? Dude.
What's the problem?
Today, that's not the case at all.
Did he?
You need me to go back?
Did he say YouTube, your television, YouTube, you see, YouTube? Did he really say that? I will walk out of this room, never to return. I will walk the earth a wanderer. If he said
a Highlander.
Hope, longing for a purpose.
Your television channel, YouTube. See? That's what it meant. YouTube. Today, that's not the case at all. Take a look at what's prominent on YouTube. Do you see people who are indie, talented people getting noticed on YouTube?
Yes, absolutely.
Constantly.
Yeah. It's not the video game people that you're talking about, but mobs with editing talent, entertaining mobs like JCS.
There's a dude I just got into. who does a bunch of exposés on scammers and those types of people.
Oh yeah.
Brandon something, or I think Spencer something. Good stuff. All he does is sit in his apartment, talk about what's going on, edit some clips over it.
Yeah.
Yes, he got through. He got it.
There are these people that do it. Mauler, he went, hey, I'm gonna review Star Wars. Blew up. Wildly successful podcast.
Smut Boy did the same thing. Hey, I'm gonna review BioWare games. I'm gonna talk about the analysis and the story writing. And that's how he got popular. And then he did the Smutcast where he just watches videos with people and stuff.
Lindsay Ellis sat down in front of a camera and edited some stuff together.
That guy with the glasses was basically that. But then again, that's later on stuff.
I'm talking about
early
I'm
stuff.
talking about once Lindsay left.
But she had a initial audience. Mm-hmm. I'm talking mostly to people. I ain't hear about them until I heard about them.
It's quite the opposite. It's the people who have the big budgets. It's the people who have the backing and have advertisement. It's the people who go virally popular for.
Okay. What's a game that came out quite recently? Let's go Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy game part 1.
And while you're doing that, Mr. Gigi, he's a very funny movie reviewer. He just sits in front of a camera. He has almost 700k subscribers. I don't know what he means by they need this viral. They need this backing and stuff like that. Who is he talking to? What person comes in with just like this $300,000 set, just going, all right, 1 million subs, please.
Wow, T. Martin still up there,
and that's the and he can't even name anybody because he don't watch nobody.
I have seen at least 4 with 500 or less in the first. Hey, Dame! Good girl. Dame Falcon has 11K and she was like the 9th result.
Pretty much
a girl in a game has 84 and she was like the 10th result.
Pretty much it is a very funny commentary channel where they just commentate over movies. And they're just 2 dudes, 2 to 5 dudes. And that's all they are. And they have over 1 million just by being so very funny.
There are quite a few that are less than 500K and quite a few that are less than 200K in the first like 20 results.
Seth the Programmer and Swag Kage, they just talk about Naruto videos and edit it together. And they got almost 1 mil. Phil.
A drama video, right?
Okay.
An insult toxic video, fucking stuff that's like the TMZ of the internet. That's the popular shit on YouTube. That's not how it was supposed to be. That's not even how YouTube was supposed to be as a distribution network. That's not what it was intended for.
You don't know what it was intended for. It's just put up whatever video so long as it's not in snuff film. You can put up whatever. If you want to talk about your brother and how he took your s'mores Pop-Tart, guess what? You can put that on YouTube.
Right now.
Back then, anytime. Doesn't matter. Don't talk about what YouTube was intended for like you made the muffin website or you did any level of research. You're talking about your own experience.
But sadly, over the years, that's what I feel it degraded into, you see? And so, you see people who have passion for what they want to get noticed for that passion, and they can't.
Who are these people? On top of that, who, if you're super passionate about something, do you care about the recognition that comes with it? Or are you passionate enough that you just want to do it and put it out there?
You got something you want to say, and if people watch it, they watch it. Hey Phil, what about back then? Back in the day when John Rambo, you were talking about how John Rambo has a lot of passion and he's funny, but he's not getting the views that he should have. What about then? The man was passionate. Why wasn't the views coming? Was it just because? And And you said back then we didn't need money or budget or anything. It just wasn't hitting. He wasn't lucky enough. That's all it is. Somebody finds it, sends it to somebody else. It eventually gets to somebody who promotes you. You blow up. Or you're just lucky enough to get enough people that gets word of mouth and they just hey.
It's like a related video on something popular.
Yeah. Or that, where the algorithm just picks it up and just goes, bam, it's in the corner of in PewDiePie video and you getting some views because of that. Pure luck.
Asses off, and it's just like, man, I give up. That sucks. And he's just
If is your passion to be popular or to make the content?
Because some people go into it just like, I want to do YouTube for a living. Mm-hmm. And that's their mindset of, I just got to make this work. I got to get popular enough to do YouTube for a living. And that'll just be my job.
I feel like a lot of those people are just setting themselves up for failure because they think it's like a 8-month commitment where I just do it for 8 months. I get 300K subscribers. I can get sponsorships and I'm set. I'll get $1,200, $2,000, $5,000 sponsorships. And that's good enough for the couple months and I'm still getting ad revenue and it's not that. You need... It can take, like I said, years to hit a level where it's sustainable.
The amount of people who are sitting there going, I'm so great, I have stuff to say, and people will want to see it, vastly outweighs the amount of people that are just going, yeah, I got something to say. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just trying to get my conversation skills up or something like that. Maybe people will watch it. I'm not too confident about this. The people who are going, yeah, I'm the best. People are gonna want to see me. That's the people that are just like, I'm gonna be YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the YouTube man.
I want to be an influencer too.
Yeah, and once you have that mindset of, oh, the people gonna come to me, that's when you just setting yourself up for failure. Because once they don't, it's the Bakugo thing. Once they don't, you're like, what the is going on? I'm always the center of attention at parties and stuff.
Yeah, I'm good enough. People say I'm good enough. I know I'm good enough. Where are the people?
Someone like Stuttering Craig, who actually in a lot of ways inspired me. I say Stuttering Craig, but what I mean is everyone who was involved in the Screw Attack back then. There's a lot of people back then. I don't want to discredit them either. I'm just saying on the subject of something recent. Stuttering Craig is someone who really worked his ass off over the years to make game content creation work.
And he
various
did
different formats and everything, and to see him basically have to throw in the towel.
Have to.
You don't know the circumstances, if he had to or if he wanted to. Sometimes people are just like, all right, that's it. I did everything I wanted to. I'm not having fun anymore. I got a real job. Like, I don't have time for this. I got to move. Like you said, there's various number of reasons why people would step away. And you don't know if he had to or wanted to.
You don't keep in contact with him or anything. You don't know the situation behind his retirement, quote unquote. You don't know what's going on. It sucks he just has to throw in the towel.
Because he couldn't even make it work anymore in any way. And he moved on. He's doing something completely different now. Nothing to do with video games. And I applaud him for making that important decision for his own personal best interest and the best interest of his family.
Dude, Phil is on camera every day. How is his appearance this awful?
He's not.
Do something with that beard. It's really bad.
It's not his shaving day. His days off are his shaving day.
Dude, you work 6 hours a day. What are you doing? Even if you sleep just 7, that's 13 hours. That is in another 11 hours to do something. What are you doing? And he only plays Champions for like 2-3 hours a day.
Allegedly.
He only plays Champions like 2-3 hours a day. So where is that other 6 to 9 hours going?
There's not enough time.
Food prep. Okay, let's just the time to get a DoorDash. Let's just say that's another hour and a half, 2 hours.
That pizza was
awful.
Time. That dough needs to knead and
it needed a lot.
A living, right? But it's sad. It makes me sad. Okay. It does. Now,
it only makes you sad because you personally knew him. Yeah. If somebody else was passionate, you wouldn't give a just like there's people that are shot in the street every day. You don't feel about them. But a celebrity, someone you knew, is oh my God, it's so sad. All right, what about them people over there?
On the flip side of that,
Phil,
what is going on?
What you can't do that, Phil. That's a child thing to do. Blow your nose. How about that? What do you do?
He was so willing to do it in that Redemption run. Turning off the camera and the mic. I'm gonna go blow my nose. Look up guide.
All right.
All right. So it looks like, oh, what's this? It could be a mimic thrust. Oh, it wasn't? Would they really just leave it back here for this? I haven't seen an illusory wall in a while. What the?
Unbelievable.
It's so believable. He's a hunk of garbage. Couldn't figure out the Resident Evil 4 puzzle. Everything needs to be rotated once. Oh my God. That was it? He is trash.
I see people who basically become content creators for various different reasons, and some of them do it all the wrong way.
You see people like who? Because you don't watch anybody. Yeah. You don't know anybody personally because you don't have any friendships at the moment, especially in not the creator space. Who are these people you're talking about, Phil?
Who you're looking at their career from day one.
Hey, let Cat go back to streaming. Huh? I can't be doing that.
Nah.
Can't allow that.
We can't stream at the same time. Internet's not good enough.
It's a separate internet.
Nah, I can't do it.
It's a separate line.
Can't do it. Let me just pay this $500 a month bill real quick. Internet's not good enough though. Sorry. I need it.
Dude, our internet is 125 and it's gig speeds. What is he doing?
And some of them do it all the wrong ways, in my opinion, and you can disagree because, listen, I just want to preface this whole segment by saying...
Number one, in my opinion, shut the up, Phil. We know it's your opinion. You're saying it. Number two, in all the wrong ways. According to whom?
Phil.
And that's all that matters.
Saying thus, you can completely disagree with me, and that's okay. You can like whatever you like on the internet. You can enjoy whatever kind of content you enjoy, and you can support whatever you want to support. All right? But I'm going to have a running theme through this segment of the Prestream podcast that is thus. Be careful what you actually support, because what you support will then become more prominent. Okay? It's that simple. Whatever you actually watch or you support...
Pause. Not necessarily.
It does, in that it's one more view. And one more view could turn into 3 more views. And 3 more views could turn into 11 more views. That is what Phil is talking about. Everything you do that interacts with a channel allows it to become a little bit more successful. So if you're absorbing a bunch of toxic content, it becomes more prominent in YouTube and the creator space and visibility. But Phil, your viewership is up, but your members' goals point down is going down.
You finance or throw money at, that's what's going to become...
Dude, finance or throw money. Okay, if somebody had 10 views and got $1,000 from a person, is that content more prominent than someone that has 100,000 views and $5? No. But your problem is the money. That's what it always
is.
Phil is so enveloped by greed and money. He needs money. He needs money.
Prominent on the internet. So you look at YouTube today and you say, man, 90% of the recommended shit on YouTube is toxic junk. It's crap.
No, it's not.
Where's the trending on YouTube?
I was just about to go there. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, I don't ever use it.
Because it's trash.
Because Phil's right.
Well, not that reason.
For every reason.
Where's trending? Can I get rid of it? Can I get rid of it? I don't think I can get rid of it. Explore. Yeah, there it is.
All right, there we go.
When the Wi-Fi is free. The Batman and Catwoman, Bat and Cat trailer.
A good trailer.
A freestyle rap. The stupidest smartphone case ever. The Matrix Resurrection should never have been made. It's a review.
Facts.
Is it that? I've heard bad things.
Facts. But they were going to make it with or without the directors. So
people order food. I deliver Oblivion. Cooking simulators. Or gameplay.
Gameplay? Discovered.
How I beat the hardest brilliant diamond Nuzlocke challenge. These are the trending tabs. Chapter 3, No Way Home. What is gameplay? I don't know what game this is. Oh, it's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. JonTron. Addicted to Takis. Man, reviewing chips. What toxicity?
The chemicals.
Let's go to... I don't think anybody really watches on the 2200 archive channel. So let's see what the passive stuff that is being recommended on that channel is.
Or here's what I'll do. I'll go to a private tab on my browser and look up YouTube. Tom Holland changing voice from Tom Holland fans. Pawn Stars 5 super high price appraisals.
I'm sorry. King Tut's tomb. Best I can do is $2.
The actual Declaration of Independence. Well, some of the writing's kind of faded, so I can't see that signature. Hammock. I gotta get a guy in. He's an expert. Removal of special effects makeup. Makeup versus no makeup. Addicted to Takis. 1 in a trillion moments. Let's see how long you can hold your laugh from these funny and cute animals. Don't choose the wrong soap slime challenge. Our TikTok Christmas compilation. Wheels on the Bus. Nursery rhymes and kids songs. World's most expensive food. Zach King Magic Vines compilation 2021. 14-year-old Parker stands up for his right. Cop says his dad is free to go instead of his mom. Jock versus nerd student. Rich popular versus broke unpopular. And it goes on and on. I'm looking for the first thing.
Videos. There was a cake video in there.
Here's the first one that I could see that you could if you look through the narrowest of lenses be toxic. Robber pulls guns. Oh nope. Liquor store clerk is faster. My bad. That's nothing. I'm still going.
Dude, he's literally just talking about Drama Alert and Keemstar. What other drama stuff does he interact with? Does he talk about? This is how you don't play.
Okay, this is the first one I could think of. Making couples switch phones for a loyalty test. Public interview. That's the first thing where I can see it could be negative stuff.
That seems more like a social experiment prank sort of thing.
And the thumbnail is the dude saying, "Why are you with me?" And the girl saying, "Cause you got money."
Cause you got money? No.
Cause that's the first thing I could say.
But that's like some 30 videos down, yeah? Oh, dear. So Phil is just projecting out this world.
Because what he sees in his space are these people that he... PewDiePies and Keemstars and all these toxic, negative, blah, blah, blah. Mr. I Justine is probably getting banged by Twitch employees. That's why she's at E3.
Oh, my goodness.
This dude. Now he's standing up against toxic comments. Like you done changed. Like you ain't saying the N-word to this day.
A couple weeks ago. I didn't say that. Shut up.
Content or it's paid advertisement. Why do you think that is? Because that's what people made mainstream popular. They watched it, they promoted it, they paid for it, they supported it, and that's what...
Phil, we just went through unbelievable amount of videos. It took me 19 to 20 to get to the first one that could be seen in any real negative light. What are you talking about, Phil?
This, like I said, it's a cooking game. Anything sponsored, nothing sponsored in the cooking
Includes paid promotion.
Okay. I mean, it's sponsored. That doesn't mean that it's bought and paid for.
Yeah, but he thinks sponsored or paid for means I can't talk negatively about it.
But it's sponsored by Amazon.
Yep. And it's something totally different, separate from Amazon. So it either... But here's the thing. Even if it's not sponsored, it still has commercials and ads on it. So what's the difference between the person doing a personalized ad for some Raid Shadow Legend and an ad for Raid Shadow Legend playing before the video? What is the difference in your mind, Phil? Now it's different
because he wanted that.
Becomes the prominent.
And this Fortnite one, nothing in the, and it's 16th on trending. Million views, nothing.
And that's what becomes the prominent content on the internet, which is very different from 10 years ago when you would go to YouTube and you would find people who were passionate about what they were doing.
He keeps sticking on this passion.
He just wants to go back to when he was making a lot of money.
A lot of
He
money.
just wants to be like, I got the passion. Why don't I got the money? Where the money at?
You don't have the passion, though. He
really
hates
don't.
games.
He don't. Just going back to him when he wasn't on camera going, yeah, I just used to lie down and then just get up when I needed to say something and then lie back down. Dude, you lounging. You're not putting in really any kind of effort.
Now, here's another thing. You say it's about passion. You wish it was about passion. But then you're passionate about Halo but want to drop it because people aren't giving you enough money. So
you
is it about
you want to play it?
Is it about your passion, Phil? Or is it about your revenue?
No, he has to. He needs the money, so
Okay,
he has to do.
Then
what's
do
possible.
some ads, do some sponsorship.
Do whatever you need to do to get the money,
Stop
Phil.
crying about being broke and get paid.
Stop talking about how you the realest. I don't have sponsors. I'm honest with stuff. Stop talking like that and play the game. If you so poor, you do ads. Moms be like, oh, these ads are paying off. You get more ads. Cycle continues.
And this is people who worked hard and actually made a living because they had talent, not because they somehow got virally popular for stupid drama or...
No, Phil, you got popular because you were abusing that algorithm.
Plus, he got in on the ground floor.
And you got in on the ground floor. Phil, today, would you even be close to where you are?
Who would... Phil comes out today. Who's watching Phil?
You're not entertaining.
You don't have the just a little square in the corner, no green screen. That looks real shoddy.
Now, you look at us in mic in levels all over the place on constant videos. The gameplay we just did, constant mic blown out. We trash, but we're not
We're not trying to make it. We're not trying to be.
You're trying to keep this living going
for as long as you possibly can, and you're just like, audience, just give me $150 per stream every day, $300, 6 times a week, plus members, plus super chats.
Plus Patreon.
And you're expecting that so consistently.
And up.
And like, hey, let's grow the channel. Like, subscribe. I want to get to 200K before my birthday. Before you were going, subs don't matter. Likes don't matter. Comments don't matter. Nothing matters. Now you're just like, we need to go up. Because the money going down. And you like you're on a sinking ship. Like, what can I do?
Because they abused an algorithm, or because they had financial backing.
You abused the algorithm. You flooded the algorithm. You played Batman Arkham Asylum that night to put out all the videos that you can before anybody else, so much will watch your videos.
So when you look up Arkham Asylum Part 1, Phil, top 3, top 4.
Don't pretend like you didn't do this.
I remember I looked up, I didn't have a PS3 at the time, and I wanted to play Heavy Rain, and the demo had just came out. And I remember looking up Heavy Rain gameplay, and Phil was like the 4th person. Heavy Rain Part 1. And I clicked on it, and that's how I found Phil. You were abusing that slurping up that algorithm. And you know what? You would probably still be high in the algorithm if you didn't get rid of your likes and your comments, and you didn't unlisten private all those videos because you were so scared of old dude taking your channel away.
Stupid. You screwed yourself over.
How is it that the Spencer dude I was just talking about, he makes he showed how much he made a month on YouTube in August. He had 4 million views and made $24,000. Phil, you were easily eclipsing 4 million views. Where is your money?
Gone. Never happened. Never was here. Nothing. Gone.
Dude, people could give Phil $30,000 tonight, and by tomorrow morning, he would go members goal, tips goal,
without fail. They could give it to him on his first stream, and on the second stream, he'd be talking about it. Already gone, spent.
Would he even put up a totals tips if he had 30K?
Yes.
I don't think he would.
I think he would, just so he can be like, hey, we got to keep this consistency. Because if I take this off for a week, people are going to be like, oh, I guess there's no tip stream ever again. So he's going to be like, hey, you guys, don't forget about it.
I know.
Hat and vest. Hat and vest.
The reason I don't think is because by the time that second stream comes around and he has that 0 and 150 tips go, people are like, you just got 30K. That's going to be the next week of just like, you just got 30K. Why would I?
You think he cares? You think the people that are going to donate cares? People want to see that hat and vest. And they need some incentive to put on that hat and vest. And what is that incentive? Point. Guys, I got to send a tweet. Muffs ain't supporting like they should be. I don't know what's going on.
Always
$150 for 2 hours of work, please.
Here's the thing. Oh my God. It's so disgusting.
$75 per hour.
When I see pieces in charts, and it's just like, for comparison, he got $96 an hour. It's just like, oh, that's disgusting.
And the next day, it didn't happen.
It doesn't exist.
It's gone already.
And we saw the bank documents. How do you spend that much on groceries? I just bought groceries. It was $300. That is roughly 3 weeks to a month easy of groceries.
3 fat people.
3 fat muffs eating.
Cat's out of the house most of the day.
This month's doing $300-$400 a week.
You said that you don't really bump breakfast like that. You just get a coffee and a bagel, maybe. You can get a 46 pack of bagels for $3.
I don't know what he's doing.
It's insane.
And we
just
know what he's doing. Because
like,
he's throwing out food. We saw it when he made that in those nachos or whatever. Where it's just like it called for a pound, but I only found 1.2 pounds. All right, that's about a pound.
Just a
and just threw it away.
Beef just gone. Not even wrapped up and put in the fridge. Just thrown away.
And I honestly believe the second he doesn't believe it's the freshest thing possible, it's in the trash. I would love to see his fridge. A day, the day he shops, once he packs it up, and then 5 days later, to warrant $1,200 for a cat and yourself.
Stupid drama, or because they abused an algorithm, or because they had financial backing, or because they're paid shills. It's a very different climate in 2021 and now heading into 2022 than it was just in like 2010, 2011. It's like the whole landscape has changed. Okay?
Something on the internet has grown or devolved and changed
over the last 10 years? Well, how could this have happened? For what purpose? Phil, you are so stuck back in those days.
Because he was making a lot of money.
He was making so much money. He was popular. His trolls were minimum.
Do you think Phil would be okay with 30K subscribers, 10K views a month, and minimum trolls if he was making 17K a month?
Absolutely.
It's all about the money then.
It's 100% about the money. He already said, all I care about is being here with my small, dedicated fan base, playing games and having fun.
Eventually, and I can't even say that because one whale cycles out, one whale is beached, and another one is just born out of their esophagus somehow.
It's a hydra. It never stops. Somebody will always be there to just go, here you go, Phil.
You would think there's nothing after Only Iced Coffee, but there's gotta be something else. If that man dropped dead tomorrow,
it'd be another one.
Within the week, we would have somebody like, here's $90, Phil, just to hit that goal. Let's see the hat. Let's see the vest.
Dude, whales kept that invest goal afloat. Some nights it was just like, hey guys, tip goal, we only at $20. What's going on?
Ka-ching.
Then somebody moonwalks in and just like, I got you, Phil. Night after night after night.
Disgusting. 200 and some odd. 100 a stream.
Sometimes more. Gone. Never existed. Bankruptcy.
Never. It's almost unbelievable. Like, if he had a hardcore drug habit, it would make a lot more sense than whatever's happening in his life.
This question mark of just, Phil, let's just see a receipt for when you go to the store. What are you spending some $400 on at a grocery store? And then he'll get on people about going to Wal-Mart. Go to Walmart. You're going to save. If you're paying $400 at Fred Meyer or wherever you're going, that's going to go down to $250, $300 at Walmart.
So that being said, when I look at content creation today and I see some of the people out there, and it's like, wow, here's someone who has 1 million fucking subscribers on YouTube, and what are they doing? You look at their content, you're like, how did this happen? How did they even get that? Like, what did they...
It's not to your taste.
It's not to your taste.
But you can't question how people got there.
I can.
For the most part, yeah. There's some people that you look at.
What is Mother's Basement doing?
He is energetic enough. He talks about a wide array of popular anime.
What is Oceanus doing?
He doesn't have 1 million, sir.
I wasn't saying 1 million. I'm saying I'm questioning why is he where he is. I think it's 100K.
Yeah, 100K is suitable for what he's doing. I would assume.
No, it should be like 18K. It's such pretentious nonsense. What is DBZ Imran doing?
he is catering to bleach people who need that bleach fix. And if you look at his
like Trump in my veins
directly. And if it's that exactly, because if you look at his views when he does anything else, they toilet mode.
It's a crater.
He just did a Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0 review. Not even 2K views.
Yeah.
He's talking about Unohara and Kenpachi, almost 40K views. That's the difference. People are there for bleach stuff.
And that's
Zangetsu character analysis, almost 300K views.
bruh, he's gonna have a field day.
He's gonna
episode reviews.
That's shot in the arm, revitalized. That's what it's gonna be. And
That's
it's gonna
why
be
you
disgusting.
don't want to pigeonhole yourself so much because once that well dries up and you try to dig the earth for some other moisture, people are like, well, there's no more water here. I guess we'll go somewhere else with water.
I'm not here for that. It's just like Grand Line Reviews where he's just a One Piece man, and then you can't do One Piece forever. So you're gonna have to come up with crap like, I was not prepared for this Mihawk theory. Law's ultimate power will change the future of One Piece. All this bullshit stuff. You gotta do that when you just in a small little bubble like that. Let me just do a little quick experiment real quick.
No, don't experiment. This ain't college.
Excellent.
Oh no.
I just looked up. I searched for Phil's name and looked up chill and support.
Oh my God.
And the 19th, the 16th, the 14th, the 12th, the 11th, the 11th, the 11th.
He did it before. It had to be before a stream and 2 during a stream.
The 7th, the 7th, the 5th, the 5th, the 2nd, and it's all just, hey, chill and support. Thanks for coming by and chilling and supporting. That's what he says constantly. Phil,
It's not engaging stuff.
you're not engaging. And if the people are engaging, why are you deriding them for being engaging? For saying stuff that people want to hear outside of you're just, it's basically just chill tweets. Come over to my, it's always, here is my schedule. I'm streaming right now. And thanks for coming to the stream. Here's what we did. I'm uploading it to DSP
supporting.
Gaming.
Never forget about the support. The money was
chill
needed.
and support. And those desperation tweets mid stream where he just goes, hey guys, support is low, so if you want to come on over.
I gotta.
What the is this? Where's the... Oh my goodness, what time was this? Man, this is a Jen tweet.
Oh no. Was it? Allegedly.
Rest assured, I won't quit being a content creator until I'm good and ready. Nobody is going to cancel me, and being betrayed by those I trust didn't end me in the past and won't in the future. I'm here for the long haul because it's fun and meaningful to both myself and others. And is in all caps, exclamation mark at the end. In other words, I've been through this and I'm better for it. Made of sterner stuff than those who throw what they have away because they can't take the stress. It's very bad at times, but I get through it because of all the love and support of my family and in all caps, you, the fans. So thank you.
Yes,
in
you.
all caps. You, yes, you. Thank you, all caps, and 3 exclamation marks.
If Kat divorced him, would it destroy his mind?
He would be swinging from his ceiling within the day. Look up a tutorial on a noose tightening. Because he can't do it.
He's live screaming, this rope is so stupid. Look, the knot constantly
Oh
comes
my
apart. I
goodness.
followed the instructions. Now, it called for a quick tightening, but I did a long tightening. I don't understand.
Oh, I need a hangman's noose? He didn't tell me that.
I'm doing a choir boy noose. I don't... Oh, my God. Look, it doesn't even fit around my neck. What?
Got dark.
Cat comes in. Jasper died. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He did not care about Panda's cat in the slightest.
The slightest. This man is void of empathy. She was crying her eyes out.
She was distraught. Oh no. Oh no. Just the fakest. Boy, he lucky he got in when she was real young.
Oh boy. Mad lucky. Otherwise,
You gotta look at that and go, this mother don't care in the slightest.
really quick, let's just read a couple of these.
No.
Support. Oh, this is a very bad day for Phil.
Oh no.
Both the 11th, that was the day where he sent out 2 of these. We're having a very chill night in Forza Horizon 5 as I'm approaching the end-game content. However, support is very slow tonight. And with the top tipper getting to choose the vehicle for next time, that's surprising. Swing by if you can. And then earlier in that very... You said the hints. Early in the same day. So far, I've had a lot of fun in the Halo Infinite campaign today. The first hour was open world roaming, and now I'm going to head into the story advancement. Support is really slow today, so it would be great if you could come by, chill, and help if you can. And then another one. However, support is slow, and I really need the help right now, so swing by if you can.
When do you not need the help?
However, support is surprisingly slow, so if you could swing by and help, that'd be appreciated. Please come by and support. This stream has been slow in the past few games, and I'd like to change that. If you can, please swing by and support, as we've once again had a late slow night. A late night stream that is support is very slow. Way tougher than previous entries. Oh no, that's not a... Yeah, it is. The constant mid-stream slow tweets are the funniest thing to me.
It's like every day and a half with this guy.
And he always uses the same wording of please come by and support. Swing by, sorry.
And it's so funny because he's like, you guys should just be here to be a member to support me. But people don't watch your streams and then support. That's why you got to send out a tweet for the people that aren't watching at the current moment. Mm-hmm. So do they not like your content? That's why they're not doing it?
It's differentiating them from anyone else or makes them more interesting or more prominent.
Phil, what's differentiating you from anybody else?
Anybody else.
You're actively worse than people.
There's like the mediocre middle ground of gaming live streamers, and Phil is unbelievably below that. If that's a 5, he's a 3 on his best day.
He is so unentertaining. I could not watch him sit down seriously and watch him. Just a straight playthrough. Not a this is how you don't play. I could not watch.
I can barely watch This Is How You Don't Play because that an outsider doesn't know how to cut content anymore. It's 7 hours. This Is How You Don't Play.
Don't need it.
Cut that down in half.
Don't need it.
Give me the gold to feel, not the bronze and the silver too. I don't want that.
Viewer retention up in the algorithm.
Honestly, the answer is I don't even know. I really don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't.
That's why you get barely 200K.
I don't know if it's that somehow they each did something individually popular that's that rocket.
Oh, it can't be their talent and their passion. They just had to do something that was because I don't personally enjoy that content. They had to do something.
They cheated.
Like, even if we're like, why does his mother's basement have 500K? We see what he does to get that. He placates to these idiots going, Jujutsu Kaisen clap.
And he goes, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen clap. The man plays the game. He wanted to be popular. He went, hey, I'm going to talk about a lot of popular stuff.
In a positive light, a lot of unpopular stuff in a negative light.
Not going to be mad controversial. Going to throw in some jokey jokes. Good editing. High energy. People come.
Them into stardom, and they became this, now we're in the golden level of content creation where because we're popular, we remain popular, and we're buddy with all the other popular
Not everybody
content creators,
remains
so we cross-promote
popular.
and we do this.
You didn't. Was he double
I
elbowing?
would do.
You're buddy with all the other.
No. 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 I
He
refuse.
can't nudge. He can't do buddy without flapping his wings.
I refuse to believe that this is a person that came out of a woman's vagina. This is a person
stomach, C-sections.
manufactured in a lab somewhere. This is a long-term test to see how we can make one of the worst people in existence popular.
Before somebody just calls out the government.
Before somebody realizes, hey, y'all trying to make some sort of an army of people.
Start COVID.
They're on to it.
We need something.
He is not.
Kanye West divorce.
He's not a real person.
It can't be.
He's not.
He's literally just.
This has to be. He was a kid and got run over by a car, and somebody was just like, "Let's do this controversial brain transplant." And just like a little bit of that kid is still within him, and it never grew up. So it's always just in the back of his mind. He's a little tiny kid.
It's like somebody cloned their kid that got hit by a truck, but hit the dial too far in the future. So while he was 9, he just came out at 28. And now he just barely hitting 15, 16 in his late 30s.
Or it was just, you know how some people are like, yeah, let's get into the teleporter. Only I can be in the teleporter. But then some old man with dementia hopped in. And
I still got my body, but where's the old man? Yo, he's in a coma. Apparently his brain ain't there no more. Where did
now
he
this
go?
muff is chicken flapping for the world to see.
Now we're in the golden level of content creation where because we're popular, we remain popular, and we're buddy with all the other popular content creators.
Oh man, I can't. I can't believe it. Nobody would ever think to move like that.
Who is nudging people on both sides? buddy.
I'm in such disbelief.
Now we're in the golden level of content creation where because we're popular, we remain popular, and we're buddy with all the other popular content creators.
It physically hurts me.
It might physically hurt Phil too. That is not natural movement.
So we cross promote and we do this.
He's still going.
I can't.
Oh man. It's almost too good.
Remain popular, and we're buddy with all the other popular content creators, so we cross promote and we do this and we do that, and you stay up there. I just can't figure it out.
You don't talk to nobody. You're not close to anybody. You done burnt every bridge possible, and any potential bridge, you done pissed on it. They building a bridge and you just slapping the workers. Just like, why would I bridge with him? Get that PewDiePie island out of here.
You talking about everybody who has any sort of advertisement as a paid shill. What if somebody goes, I want to collab with Phil. Oh, but I got an ass and he thinks I'm a shill because he just blankets everybody. You're not trying to be buddy with people. You're not trying to grow your brand. You're just like, oh, I hope people just find me as they're searching for the newest game and they stick around for my engaging content.
That's what happened in the past. People just found him because he was in that algorithm. And now they're not finding him. And it's like, why can't you just still do the same thing as 10 years ago? Why can't I just put out a video and have people find me still? Because all these people with all these budgets and ads and these shills are out here. There are people finding you. I would love to see Phil's his analytics that show how many people watch him subscribe versus not subscribe. And you have to wonder, why is the subscribe people not sticking around? And it's not going to be because, I'm not playing the newest game. There's no new game. It has to be the person.
Yeah. Because even with the newest, hottest game, you'll get maybe double your average stream viewers. Because you're like 350 to 400. Game one, day one of GTA, you had like 900 people. That's your max. That's your tippity top outside of the drama streams.
For us, our subscribed watchers in the last 30 days is 69%. 69%
Nice.
of the... Oh, that's funny. Other channels are audience watches. Totally Not Mark, Triggered Senpai, The Masked Man. Oh, they must have went right over there after.
They're looking for them to farm content for us.
Oh, dude. And meme. That's probably half of him. Piece of shit.
I just can't figure it out. Because I definitely look at these people. What I can definitely tell you these people is they become insulated in a lot of cases.
Phil, is there... Okay, I need to hear what he means by insulated.
They feel that they're in this in-crowd of content creation now, to the point where they feel like they could do no wrong. Nothing they say and do has any consequence.
Phil, pause. Who are you polling? Who do you mean? What are you talking about? What evidence do you have? You're just saying stuff. Because they're popular and you're not. And you want to be popular. Or you're using your past mindset when you admitted that you were an immature person. You started out as a young 25-year-old making $300K in YouTube. Of course you're going to think your stuff stink. But you're just using that to be like, everybody's like that. Who do you mean? What do you mean? You can't just call people out like that. Give no names. Give no examples. Just be like, yeah, that's just them. They always like that. They like that. Capital T, them.
They can basically get away with whatever as long as they don't go crazy and rock the boat too much. And what I mean is that don't go too far to the extreme one way or the other. Just kind of kowtow that line.
Wow, he's really just like, I have no opinion. I'm middle of the pack. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is.
But he's talking about people not going too edgy and stuff. But he's talking about, I don't do sexual stuff. I don't do politics, religion,
He even
none of
says,
that.
my stuff is the most PC stuff out there.
No, but they're doing it wrong. They're the bad ones. I'm doing it for the right reasons. They're doing it because they're shields and stuff. This man always has this double standard of, you're doing the exact same thing, Phil. Yeah, but I'm doing it the right way. Because I'm doing it.
In the middle. That middle line of just being safe. Don't go too crazy this way or that way. And as long as you just kind of agree with the mainstream masses, you're going to be popular no matter what. Okay? And it's just funny to me that I see a lot of content creators that are like this today. And I look at them and I'm like, what do they add to the conversation of gaming? Right?
What do you add, Phil? What do I add? What does any person add to the conversation of gaming? If you have a point to make, and you make that point. You have added to the conversation of gaming. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I really don't. They just kind of exist. Yet they're rich.
Yet they're rich. Yet they're rich. That's your problem,
That's
Phil.
my money. Every person on YouTube should be giving me money because I'm the hardest working I got the
hardest
passion.
working, most PC person out there. Where's all my advertisement? Oh no, Shields, never mind. Where's all my sponsorship? Oh wait, no, I don't. Those are Shields too. Where's all the people that? Oh wait, no, they all suck. They're all middle of the pack creators. Why aren't I like them?
Phil, these people played the game. You said you're always just like, I'm the realest mother. I don't do ads. I don't do sponsorships. If a sponsor comes up to me, I'll tell them, hey, I'm going to be honest about your stuff. I'm not going to be some brown noser. These people played the game. They have money. You didn't play the game. You have your integrity and an empty wallet.
No, a wallet that is fattish for 2 minutes.
Is that enough?
Not for Phil.
Somehow.
They just kind of exist. Yet they're rich. These people are rich. They get ridiculous amounts of views. And before some idiot says, "Oh, this is Phil being jealous," I'm not talking about, me being jealous of their success or anything like that. I don't care who's successful. I care about who's influential.
Why did the first thing you say is they're rich?
Why does it have to have rich in there?
Why
does money in there
matter at all? It should have been
matter.
The views and the conversation of gaming because they influence people and that type of stuff. But it was rich. They're rich. They make a lot of money. That's your issue, Phil. If they were making
issue number one, always.
If everything was the same except the money y'all make were flipped, you wouldn't have a problem with these people. You're mad they make a lot of money, Phil. You are jealous.
See what
H-Bomber guy, very popular.
His Patreon is pyapping.
It is. It's 11,000 Patreons. Bare minimum $11,000.
Nah, a lot of them are the $2 boys, so they can see the behind the scenes. I would say it's closer to 17. Then again, there's probably a lot of 5 and 10 people. I'd say closer to 18K a month.
But this doesn't even say if it's per video or per month because they can.
Yeah.
So, like, even if we say it's, let's say 20,000 a month, he gets. So per year, 24K, $24,000. That's not rich.
240,000.
200. What did I say?
24,000.
That's that's close enough.
Yeah, if you take away a zero.
Yeah, so it's 240. That's a good job. That's not
a very
rich.
good job.
That's a very good job. Plus his I can't imagine. He's got his videos that get back views and stuff like that, but he doesn't put out too many views. So let's just add another 60 on that. 300K. That's not rich, Phil.
That was what you were doing. Were you rich?
Phil? What's going on, Phil?
Were you once rich, Phil?
What's going on, Phil?
Or are you talking about the people that's making millions of dollars on sponsorships and stuff?
Your Jake Pauls, your PewDiePies, those upper echelon super people.
But those aren't the people with 1 million views. They aren't the ones making in 6 million a year.
Who's influential? See what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't.
When you see opinions of these people become like fact, that's scary.
Pause. What opinions? What people? What facts?
What facts?
Stop being a 40-year-old coward and say what you mean.
He doesn't even need to say a person on that one. He could just say, I saw a tweet that said this, and now I've seen so many people kind of parrot it back.
Easy.
But no.
And then if people find that tweet, they find it themselves.
That's them looking it up.
Or the tweet just doesn't even exist and he's just making it up. Who knows?
As
Who cares?
what to do.
But it's something other than nebulous people, nebulous fans, nebulous facts.
Nebulous facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Stop saying that.
I don't know what you're saying, Phil. You don't know what you're saying.
You have no clue what you're talking about.
Because you don't watch people, Phil. You don't have time. You said this.
He has so much time, dude.
So
Even to prep pre-stream. I know, but then...
But he's lying about having to once my stream ends, I gotta run downstairs. I gotta eat dinner. I gotta do the washing of dishes. Like I gotta go upstairs. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta take a shower. He's doing all this stuff like he doesn't have a second of the day to himself.
I have an hour lunch. I can do all of that in 40 minutes.
Phil can't. Don't you remember the hamburger helper story?
Don't you remember the picture of the pizza? I remember there was one time I didn't know what I wanted to eat until 15 minutes into my break. And I made it, and it was a baked chicken, and the chicken was frozen, and I made it with time to spare to still eat it.
Yep. I'd be like, when I had my job, I was just like, hey, what do I want? In 20 minutes left, chicken taco? Boom, made it. Ate it, ready to clock back in. What the is this dude doing? I'm so sick of this talking around people, talking out the side of your neck bush.
I think I'm gonna make me some in that honey sriracha chicken. My God, that was banker. I think I'm gonna make me some of that.
Scary. You know what I'm saying? It scares me. It absolutely scares me when these people who don't really do that much to differentiate or do anything different somehow have
differentiate.
Differentiate. I don't know why I can't say that word.
Defibrillate.
To differentiate. To differentiate. They didn't do much to differentiate, and they didn't do much to be different. He literally just said the same.
Yes, he did.
Literally.
What does Phil content add to the conversation?
You're
Ruffled
gone.
feathers. Goodbye. He looking directly at you. You out of here.
These people who don't really do that much to differentiate or do anything different somehow have become virally popular and well accepted as the golden class of content creators that can do no wrong and everyone loves them and they're going to basically be rich for the rest of their lives.
Rich money. Monies.
But Phil, it's a boundless amount of reasons why people get popular. Funny, charisma, informative, luck. There's millions of reasons why people stay for any of those reasons. They might just like the person. Might think that, yo, Jake Paul kinda cute. I like watching him do funny stuff. He big buff. There's people that stick around for that. These are millions of people that you're talking about, Phil. You can't just be like, oh, they're just influential and they're just people just stick around. He puts so many people in bubbles, just paints them all with a broad brush, and then get mad when people do it to him.
You want to talk about being influential? CoffeeZilla, starting in December, wanted to reach 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. He started out at like 858, and now he's up to 867. He's laughing, just like, I don't think we're gonna hit it because it's the 28th, and that is not moved. That's a person with way more popularity than you. Did a huge push. He said a video every day to help push this, and he got like 16K.
It just ain't work.
It just did not work. And you don't think he's like influential?
It be like that.
It be like that. You never know what it's going to take. You never know what's going to hit. You just keep trying until something does. But Phil, the things you do have no reason to hit. You're not saying anything. Gameplay. You're not doing anything insightful. You're not doing anything comedic. You're not doing anything to make a person on Twitter like Phil, what would you personally clip out of? Give me 5 clips out of the entirety of that GTA trilogy that you would want people to see to inform them of who you are and the type of content you do, and maybe come check you out.
Highlights, big highlights.
Any type of highlight. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Could you do that? I submit no, because there's nothing worthwhile there to hook people.
Resident Evil 4 Part 3. Let's just go to a random time.
That is a lot of enemies. I'm sorry, guys. I know people keep trying to talk to me, and they want answers to questions. They're like, geez, I can't concentrate right now. Thank God I had all those eggs. Okay, let's try this again. I feel like each Silent Hill game has its own strengths. And even though each one is uniquely good in a way, I think that 2 has the best overall.
What a wishy-washy answer!
Plop directly upon that fence.
You want to talk about middle of the road? You just derided people for doing this, and you're saying they're all good in their own unique way.
Is a guilty pleasure. I don't know if I ever played Resident Evil Dead End. It sounds familiar. What the fuck do you want me to do? Like, that's something I can do. I just keep getting hit. There's no way to avoid it. Just bring enough health items to beat the boss. It's ridiculous. Here, I'll have some eggs.
This is a boss battle.
What the fuck? Yo, I'm serious. The controls are so bad.
Can I pause that? Is that the creature in the water?
Yeah, most of
Phil has always had problem with that because he doesn't know when to throw the ink spear. He has always had issues with this. He stinks. And that's another thing, Phil. You're not even good at games to hook people in through that way.
You say what you want about ninjas. Dude can play Fortnite.
He can play Fortnite. He may not do competitive level stuff, but the man can play. You are not competent.
You talk about how much knowledge and stuff you have with Street Fighter, but then you just get blown out of the water.
Blown up to the point you ran to a whole nother console to run away from a dude or two.
And your only excuses are it's not running on the same level. Oh, that wouldn't work offline.
All right, go to the offline people.
Nah.
They still run. Oh, okay.
Nah, no,
okay.
Don't wanna. I get trolled.
And oh, dude, oh yeah, he talks about it in this video of just like, it's when the trolling got awful. People were offline taking pictures at me in the mall. Like, Phil, did anybody run up to you? Now that's definitely some
Yeah,
but
nobody bothered you.
Were you bothered? If you never knew that happened, did it change what happened that day for you?
15 minutes. Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Not the best ratio, I'll say.
Because everyone is kissing their butts. I just don't understand it. You know, maybe it's that I personally never played the game, right? I didn't. When you look at my history as a content creator, I refused to conform.
You've done bounties for Twitch. You've done sponsored for the chair.
Yep.
And
as well as back in the day, he got T-shirts and shouted out the in exchange for a shout out to a T-shirt company.
Oh, and the controller company that did that custom DSP controller.
That one as well.
And he was like, "Hey, go check them out. Go do that for them."
He's done sponsored streams. Is it LO streams or something like that? It was one of those indie game sort of things. And he was angling like, yo, I want to do a sponsored stream once a week. He said this.
Oh yeah, didn't he do that puzzle game sponsored stream too? He got the Parable or something like that.
Something like that. He also did Assassin's Creed sponsored.
Yep. They came and dropped codes in the chat and
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. You did play the game.
You did.
You just acted like you were above the game while playing it. Just, I'm not gonna take a sponsorship if I can't talk my honest opinion about it.
He's playing a different game, is what it is. Everybody's playing Everybody playing Street Fighter 2. He's playing Super Street Fighter 2. He's doing the right one, the best one.
It's still the same game with some balance differences.
Nah.
Some bug difference. Oh, okay.
To the norms. I refused to agree with the common opinions if I...
So you're
I'm
clapping.
so different.
You want to clap on the back for being contrarian? Oh, that new Spider-Man is great. No, it's not. Oh, Phil! Oh, Phil! Clap, clap, Phil! Dude, being a contrarian is not a personality, and it doesn't make you more interesting. And what is the popular opinions you're talking about?
He didn't conform to the norms. He just didn't.
Agree with the common opinions if I disagreed with them. I never kept my mouth shut. Right? And
You deleted a tweet.
You most certainly did. That shield tweet. And then you went back and just like, hey guys, what I meant to say, what happened there? Coward.
I think in a lot of ways that really hurt me over the years. Because look at where I am now, and you know what have I done differently than those other people, right?
Wow, his face is so much fatter than it was like 3 weeks ago.
Leave the man alone. That's winter weight.
No.
Did you see that delicious food that Cat made him?
No, I didn't. Please don't bring it up.
No, he didn't bring up anything.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't show that shit. Because people gonna make fun of him.
Yeah,
And
make fun of her.
Dry potatoes.
And 3 pills on the table.
Those pills. They send me to the moon and back. I hate them so much.
Probably sent Cat too, or Phil, whoever they were for. And whatever they were for. Dude, you know he didn't show my great food. Thanks to my wife. Point finger, thumb door.
Thumb. No, I don't think he did.
The Cat agrees with me.
Nah, he ain't show shit.
Yeah, why would you?
People gonna make fun of it.
And
Because
dude,
people
he
know.
showed that roast. Did you see the roast?
I did not see the roast.
Oh, dude. It is.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, there you go. You found it. Nope, go back up. So at the bottom, that's all the juices. It's not a pan or anything. And yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Cool.
Yep. Oh, he also said the recipe was wrong.
Yeah. It called for two to 3 cups of wine. We only added half of one, and it was still super bitter and flavorless.
So you didn't follow it. It turned out not right. And then you said the recipe was the problem.
People who have never cooked it before. Cool. Yep, here we go. Perfect. Swiss.
And by the way, I'm not
go.
saying that I'm not happy where I am. I am.
Very much.
I'm very happy where I am, and I'm happy to be built.
You feel you are not happy.
He is
with
not
you.
happy. He's happy that he's got a wife. He's happy that he's got fans. He's not happy with his wallet.
No.
That's the big thing.
If
He's
you-
not happy with his perception on the internet either.
Nope. That's why he's always trying to change it. That's why he wants to be the new guy, the not toxic dude that said I'll slap a kid.
I didn't say that.
3 years ago.
Now that we're working on it hard, right? It's hard work, but it's going to take...
What's hard work? Where?
Hey guys, like and comment. Whoa! Oh! Like the SpongeBob meme. Just blowing hard. Whoa! What a day!
Not uploading anymore, not doing any kind of editing. Nothing more.
Hey Phil, how was your day? Oh, I played Resident Evil 4. Woo!
a while, but we're having a good time together every day on stream, and I really like this. I do. But it's just the weirdest thing. It really is. It's the weirdest thing that this has now been, this is the new accepted mode of content creation. Be boring, be positive all the time, kiss everything's butt.
Phil, you're boring.
Extraordinarily boring.
And you're constantly saying positivity, no toxicity.
You had a campaign called DS Positive.
Okay?
You're actively shutting out the negativity in your comments.
Actively.
Be positive all the time. Kiss everything's butt. Okay? But if there is something that's going viral, a viral opinion about something, always got to agree with whatever the viral opinion is. No matter what. You have to be in line with it. Okay?
Pause. This is disgusting. He's giving no people, no examples. He's just doing nebulous, popular people. And it means nothing. But Phil thinks that it means something because he's so different.
He's so
different.
And
they're the bad ones.
So bad.
This is disgusting that this man thinks this way.
You're disgusting. There have been 2 times where it's been perfect for Phil. You can't, it's impossible. It's just now. Whoa.
And by the way, do your absolute best to seem happy and personable all the time and be agreeable with everyone. Don't
You said
ever
the positive
shake the
thing
boat.
already.
Okay, don't ever shake the boat. Don't always be positive. Always be kissing everybody's butt. So where's all the drama coming from? Where's all the drama content?
Where you said that? Oh, that goes into, hey, if there's some viral pops off, you got to get on that trend.
Like what?
Like what?
Ever do anything? You know what I'm saying? And yet these
No, I don't know what you're saying, Phil.
people are giantly popular. It's like, but what the fuck content are you even getting out of them? Fucking.
You don't even watch the content, so how do you know? And he's about to say it's boring. You don't watch it, Phil. What's the last 4 gaming videos you saw from a content creator?
Boring, in my opinion. And again, you can disagree with that, okay? It really is boring shit.
Who?
All right?
Who?
But anyway, one thing that I want to tell you guys, all right, because I see this happen all the time, is all of a sudden, big announcement, a content creator who's incredibly prominent and who everyone apparently likes, even though I don't know who the fuck they are, is quitting.
Do you want to continue? Or do we leave it for the night?
I think that's a good place to leave it off.
All right.
Because once we get into this, it's gonna be
an hour and a half at least.
Man,
He's Phil.
dude.
Phil is complete dirt. Y'all.
Every time I sit here and just go, how can anybody think like this? How can they just be like, everybody doing it wrong?
Everybody.
I'm the only one doing it right, but I'm not succeeding for some reason.
And I don't understand why I'm not. I should be winning. If they're winning, I should be winning.
And this is
I just don't understand.
This has been his mindset for the past 7-8 years.
At least.
Of just, hey, I'm doing it the right way. They're shills. They're clowns. They're children.
So why are y'all watching them? Y'all should be watching somebody real, not somebody that caters to children. Somebody that caters to us mature adults. You suck.
But yet he has to point at his members. It's so
delicious.
How is 16 minutes?
Yeah, that's kind of ugly. That's honestly.
And he hasn't talked about
the shills or anything. He's talking about a retirement right now. We're not even in the topic of the video yet.
How does this happen? What does this feel? Just time hole that we always hop into, where it's just like in 5 minutes, 8 hours. How does this work? It's not fair.
I mean, people love it. But it's not fair.
I will never understand Phil. I've been watching this man for 6-7 years. And
probably closer to 10 for me.
Don't understand this dude.
Yep, it has been 10 because I started watching them right before I got my PS3, and that was Mortal Kombat 9 was new, so it's been 10 years for me. Never will get this. The only thing I can say is he's a narcissist,
an extreme one. Because I've never seen anybody act like this.
Not even close.
Nowhere close. Just the pure and simple center of the universe mentality is outrageous.
It's literally like a 4-year-old. Like you would expect this type of why do they get that and I don't get that? Well, you got this. No, I want that. People would kill to bring in the money that Phil does.
Absolutely.
This man brings in $2K a week. And he's still crying. We done seen the bills. We done seen what he pays. The plus is so much less, so much more than the negative. He should have a surplus of $3K a month. Easy.
But the money's just not there.
It's not here.
And there's no accounting for where it goes. It just goes. And he's always in the hole. He's always needs more. Again, just go to his stream. Literally, give him $500. The next stream, he'll be like, yo, what's up? Somebody gave him like $200-$300 in super chats. That same stream, he's just like, y'all, tips low.
It wasn't even the same stream. It was the same minute. He said, wow, they just sent $100 super chat or a $200 super chat. And then went, yeah, I don't know why tips are low though. It was like 30 seconds later.
It don't matter.
He wants what he wants when he wants it. Now he's pushing hard for his members because suddenly he wants members. And once he tires of members, it's going to be like, yeah, whatever.
It's just like Patreon. Just tired of that. Move on.
Just free $350 a month. Free.
Doing basically nothing.
I think the last post from him was from 2018. Worthless Patreon.
Let's see. There he is. February 26, 2018.
It's almost 4 years since he's done something on Patreon. Still $350 a month. Free.
Yep.
There could be no freer. It'd be like if Netflix went out of business and you paid them for another 3.5 years. It's like, well, whoever that's supposed to go to is just getting my money for free.
It's like if we just moved out and the auto pay still just on.
Everything.
And the renters just still getting the money and lights and all this stuff just still getting the money for doing nothing. It's just pure and simple free that people are not getting rid of. $350. That is a week of groceries that you just get for free.
A week for you.
Somehow.
You, cat, and kitty.
That doesn't get his Christmas present early. Because you're a madman.
No, cat. Don't give Jasper his Christmas present early. It's not Christmas. When I grew up, we got presents on Christmas. He's a cat. He doesn't understand. Give him the Chew toy or whatever.
Give it. Indignant.
Your wife wants to be a little happy right now. Here you go. Yeah, let's give it to him now. It's not quite Christmas yet, but it'll be fun for the cat.
No, it's not Christmas. This is his Christmas present. A child.
I forgot to get Ziploc bags. Because I was just thinking about zipping up.
Lord have mercy.
Some marinating my chicken. Well, somebody else can get them. Whatever. I just spent $300.
Go to the dollar store. That's
Alright,
it.
we're
That's
out.
it.
Replying to Octopus Man, recording more fields sometime next week. This is disgusting.
This is horrific. Unpause. Snort.